It's Penny and the Professor. What's new?
What's new?
What's new with you? When Penny has a question, the Professor has an answer. She likes to help out everyone. That curious penguin asks all the right questions to help us all learn right along. It's Penny and the Professor. It's Penny and the Professor. Here's Penny.
Hi, kindergarten friends. Hi, Penny. How are you today? You're good? Good. So, Penny, can you tell me that question you had again that we were talking about earlier? That's right. So, Penny asks, what is a Socratic Seminar? And we learned a little bit about that in our last video, but today I want to show you guys what a kindergarten Socratic Seminar might look like. And so Penny asked, what is that? Well, first of all, we already know it is a student-led discussion, right? And we practice our speaking and our listening skills. So one person is speaking, we use one voice at a time, like we've learned before, and the others are listening to what's happening. Then we have one more part of that. Kids, when they're in this discussion, exchange ideas about a topic or a text. And in this case, we are planning to do a Socratic seminar about this text, Last Stop on Market Street. And so that is the text that we plan to discuss in our Socratic seminar. So what's that, Penny? Oh, that's a good question too. So Penny's next question is, so how does that work? How does a Socratic seminar work? How do you make it happen in kindergarten, right? So we've got a plan. We've got a real plan here. So the first thing you're going to do, we're going to use Penny and her friends. We took some pictures earlier to show you how it would work. We're going to put them up on the board, and we're going to tell you the first thing you do is you have to get in a semicircle. So a semicircle is not a whole circle. It's kind of like a U-shape circle, okay? So you're just in most of a circle, right? So you can all see each other, just like her and her friends, and everybody is going to get to take turns speaking and listening and using one voice at a time, which we're amazing at because we set that goal a long time ago, and now we're great at it, right? All right, we're also going to use something special called talking chips. Now, in our class, we don't actually have little chips like that they would call talking chips, but what we do have in our class is math cubes, right? We have these little math cubes all over our classroom. And so when we do Socratic Seminar, everybody's going to have a math cube that they can use. And you can see in our picture that Penny and her friends each have one math cube sitting right in front of them, one little orange math cube. Doesn't matter what color you use. They wanted to use orange because we're getting ready to learn about some pumpkins and pumpkin life cycle. And they were like, ooh, let's use orange. So we did. Also, everybody only gets one. So there's one talking chip for each person. And when it's their turn to share, they pick up the cube, just like Penny, see that? They pick up the cube and then they get to share their response or their discussion question or what they notice or what they wonder or whatever they're wanting to talk about, the text. So when it's their turn, they're holding the cube. What's that, Penny? Oh, that's a good one. So she said, how many kids can be holding a cube at the same time? Only one. Okay, so one voice at a time means one person has the floor at that time, that one person can talk. So either Penny's holding the cube or Ellie's holding the cube or Fluffy's holding the cube, but they're not all holding the cube at the same time. One gets to hold the cube at the same time. So if you see your friend grabbing a cube and ready to talk, you might want to put yours down and wait until it's your turn because only one can go at a time, okay? Oh, what's that, Penny? Oh, that's a good one too. So Penny wants to know, can you keep picking your cube up? Can you keep picking up your talking chip and saying, I'm gonna go again, I'm gonna go again, I'm gonna go again? The answer is no. So boys and girls, what you do is you pick up your talking chip when it's your turn to talk. You talk, you say what you wanna say, and then you put your chip in the middle of the pile. So here's a picture of when all of them are done talking and they've all put their chips in the middle of the pile. And that means everybody has had a turn and everybody is done talking for now. Make sense? Yeah? Okay, perfect. So when you're done talking, your turn is over. You put your talking chip down in the middle and you don't get to go again. It's kind of like, I don't know, just like taking turns, right? And giving everybody a chance to say what they want to say. Then, if there's another question, because sometimes in a Socratic seminar, there's more than one question that you're talking about. So, for example, there might be an opening question. And the opening question for our text study will probably be, how does CJ use his senses to learn about the world in Last Stop on Market Street? Because that's the big focus question that we're focusing on. Once everybody has had a turn to say what they think about that and put their cubes in the middle, then it can start again with a thinking question, which is a question that we might throw out there in the middle. Like maybe we'll say, hey, what did you learn about the senses from Last Stop on Market Street? Or there could be other thinking questions too. So the process can go on and over as long as the teacher lets it happen, and we can stop it when we feel like everybody's done. So you talk one person at a time, you use your talking chips, you put them back in the middle when you're done, and it goes pretty good. So Socratic seminars take place in your classrooms all the way from kindergarten all the way up through high school. My daughter's a high school student and she does Socratic seminar in her high school English class, just like you guys are going to start doing it in kindergarten. It looks a little bit different as you get older. There are more kids that are watching the seminar from the outside. So it's almost like a fishbowl. There's a circle in the middle discussing everything. And then there's kids on the outside of the circle who are watching you discuss everything, and they don't say anything at first. In kindergarten, we're just going to have a semicircle of kids, usually 5 or 6 kids, and we'll discuss in our different semicircles around the room. Or in our case, we'll try it on Zoom. So if you're an online kiddo or you're a homeschool kiddo, you can try this with your friends on Zoom. You can try it with your family at home. There's lots of ways to do Socratic seminar, and we're gonna rock it in kindergarten because we are amazing, right everybody? Right, Penny? Yeah? All right. Well, in the discussion today, if you learned anything and you're in my class, I want you to tell me one thing you learned about how to do a Socratic seminar, because we're going to need to know, guys. Socratic seminars are coming up in our learning. Have an amazing day and tell me what you learned about Socratic seminar. Bye for now.